Namaste, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you types of dryers. Then start from the tray drying. These types of dryers are used trays or similar product holders to expose the product to heated air in an enclosed space. The trays holding the product inside a cabinet or a similar enclosure are exposed to heated air so that dehydration will proceed. Air movement over the product surface is at relatively high velocities to ensure that heat and mass transfer will proceed in an efficient manner. In most cases, cabinet dryers are operated as batch systems and have the disadvantage of non-uniform drying of a product at different locations within the system. Normally, the product trays must be rotated to improve uniformity of drying. This is the diagram of tray dryer or a tray drying or a cabinet type dryer. It is a cabinet, therefore it is a cabinet dryer, and there is a place for the trays, heating coils, fan will rotate and blows the air, then it will pass it through the trays and then exhaust. Fresh air intake, the passage for the fresh air is here. These are the screens for the purifying or filtering the air. Then advantage of trade drying, simple in handling, lesser capital cost, and disadvantages non-uniform drying of a product at different locations within the system. And time required for drying is very much. And the major disadvantage of this type of dryers are the high labor cost involved during the loading and unloading of the drying materials and the low capacities of the units. Then working of flash dryer. Flash dryers utilizing superheated steam as the drying medium have some unique quality and energy advantages over air drying systems. Flash dryers consisting of inert media have been employed at pilot scales to dry slurries and suspensions which are sprayed onto them. The particles are coated thinly by the slurry and dried rapidly as a thin film. Attrition due to the interparticle collisions and shrinkage induced breakage of the dried film allows entrainment of the dry powder into the drying gas for collection in a cyclone or bug house. Then advantages, short contact time and parallel flow make possible to dry thermolabile materials. The dryer needs only a small, very small area and can be installed outside a building. The dryer is easy to control. The low material content in the dryer enables equilibrium conditions to be reached very quickly. Due to small number of moving parts, the maintenance cost is low. The capital costs are low in comparison with other types of dryers. Simultaneous drying and transportation is useful for materials handling system. Then disadvantages, high efficiency of gas cleaning system is required because of powder emission. The dryer cannot be used for toxic materials. In some cases, this disadvantage can be avoided using superheated steam as a drying agent. For lumped materials difficult to disperse, drying is impossible to carry out in this apparatus. There is a risk of fire and explosion, so care must be taken to avoid flammability limits in the dryer. In general, especially when recirculation is applied, not all material particles have the same residence time in the dryer. Then drum dryer. It consists of a drum of about 0.5 to 1.75 to 1.5 meters in dia and 2 to 4 meter in length, heated internally and usually by steam and rotated on its longitudinal axis. Then operation is the liquid is applied to the surface of the drum and spread to a film. This may be done in various ways, but the simplest method is shown in the diagram where the drum dips into the feed pan and drying rate is controlled by the suitable speed of rotation and drum temperature. The product is scraped from the surface of the drum by means of a doctor's knife. Like this is the drum which is moving or rotating over the feed pan, and there is a knife or a doctor's knife, and this is a spreader which spreads the feed all over the drum and liquid film and then heated drum. Okay, this is the figure of drum dryer. Then advantages of the drum dryer. The method gives rapid drying and the thin film spreads over a large area, resulting in rapid heat and mass transfer. The equipment is compact, occupying much less space than the other dryers. Heating time is short and being only a few seconds. The drum can be enclosed in a vacuum jacket, enabling the temperature of the drying to be reduced. The product is obtained in flake form, which is convenient for many purposes. Previously, drum dryers are used for the milk products or dried milk Then disadvantages of a drum dryer is operating conditions are critical and it is necessary to introduce careful control on feed rate, film thickness, speed of drum rotation and drum temperature. The uneven scraping of the doctor's blade at the rubbery and glassy parts of the sheet forms wrinkles in the sheet, which eventually become sticks in the final product, and the sticks reduce the quality of the product by making it very hard to disperse and physically unsatisfactory in appearance. Then foam mat drying. Foam mat drying is one of the simplest methods of drying in which the liquid food concentrate along with the suitable foaming agent is whipped to form a stable foam and is subjected to dehydration in the form of foam mat of foam at relatively low temperature. Rate of drying in this process is comparatively very high because of the enormous increase in the liquid gas interface in spite of the fact that heat transfer is impeded by a large volume of gas present in the foamed gas. Then foaming agent used for making foam is glycerol, monocerate, egg albumin, groundnut protein isolate, guar gum, and carboxymethyl cellulose. Then what are the advantages? Reduction in thermal exposure to heat sensitive foods, dried forms, retain a porous structure allowing rapid rehydration characteristics, then more retention of nutrition. Then applications, several applications of foam drying have been developed including vacuum puff drying, foam spray drying and foam mat drying. Then freeze drying or lyophilization. Freeze drying is a process used to dry extremely heat sensitive materials. It allows the drying without excessive damage of proteins, blood products and even microorganisms which retain a small but significant viability. In this process, the initial liquid solutions or suspension is frozen, the pressure above the frozen state is reduced and the water removed by the sublimation. Thus, a liquid to vapor transition takes place, but here three states of matter involved: liquid to solid, then solid to vapor. The phase diagram for water is, the diagram consists of three separate areas representing the phases of solid, that is liquid, that is water, solid and vapors. The point O is the only point where all the three phases can coexist and is known as triple point. Okay. Then on heating at constant atmospheric pressure, ice will melt. And when the temperature rises to 0 degrees Celsius, at this constant temperature, the pressure it will change to the water. Continued heating will raise the temperature of the water to 100 degrees Celsius, where if heat condition is continued, the liquid water will be converted into the water vapor to at 100 degrees Celsius. Then vacuum drying. This equipment is a good example of conduction dryer. Okay, the vacuum oven consists of a jacketed vessel to withstand vacuum within the oven. There are supports of the shelves giving a larger area for conduction heat transfer. The oven can be closed by a door. The oven is connected through a condenser and liquid receiver to a vacuum pump. Operating pressures can be as low as 0.03 to 0.03 bar, at which pressures water boils at 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Advantages of vacuum oven are, drying takes place at a low temperature, maximum retention of nutrition, there is a little air present, so there is a minimum risk of oxidation. Then limitations, sometimes burning onto trays in vacuum shelf dryers, shrinkage in food which reduces the contact between the food and heated surfaces of both types of equipment. They have relatively high capital and operating costs and low production rates and used mainly to produce puff dried foods. Then sun drying, dry, that is warm climates, slow drying method, it requires several days. It is inexpensive because sun is free of cost. Invasion by insects, birds, rodents, microorganisms, some pellets may be there. Then tunnel drying, hot air is blown over the products such as vegetables. The concurrent system dries the food rapidly with little shrinkage but leaves a relatively high moisture content. The countercurrent system is slower but produces a product with a low moisture level. A disadvantage of this process is that the product tends to shrink and is less easy to rehydrate. Then there is a fluidized bed drying. Warm air is blown upwards directly underneath the food, causing it to flow and remain separated. The procedure is suitable for small items such as coffee and peas. Here is a fan which blows the hot air in a high speed, and there are the food products. Heater, wet product are moved from there and dried product are out from there. Wet air out from there. This is a fluidized bed drying, here is a tumbling motion of the food product. Therefore, they have a individually dried food product. Then roller dryers are similar to the drum dryers. Okay, the food product in a liquid or paste form is uniformly spread over heated over rollers or drums, which rotate slowly. The heat causes the moisture to evaporate, leaving a dried product behind. A scraper then removes this for use. This method is suitable for instant mashed potato and baby foods. Drum drying food is more likely to be flaky, and purees, pastas, and mashed foods, mashed potatoes, tomato pastes are processed by the drum dryers. Size of drum and speed by rotation is determined by the drying time needed. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we will live session. Thank you so much.